Senate Bill 176 is urgently needed. In Colorado alone, tens of thousands of people took to the streets, with roughly 70,000 people here in Denver, part of the largest protest movement in American history. They were pushing back against federal government overreach and demanding accountability for violations of their constitutional rights. The president cares far more about the billionaire standing behind him at his inauguration than the protections entitled to every resident under the Constitution. I used to say fascism is at our doorstep, but if you look at the violations happening daily from the federal government, I would say it is here. The federal government has expanded surveillance and data collection without obtaining warrants, violating Fourth Amendment protections, used force against protesters and dissent, violating First Amendment protections, taken actions without clear congressional authorization, and used emergency powers in ways that are politically motivated, eroding checks and balances. And most pressing, the aggressive and unlawful immigration enforcement tactics violate a number of constitutional rights, including violations of due process. Immigration enforcement has caused injury and death to citizens and non-citizens alike. Since 2025, there have been 46 deaths in ICE custody. We all saw the footage of the murders of Renee Good and Alex Preddy, shot in close range while not posing a threat, while the President of the United States told us not to believe what we could see with our own eyes and ears. In court filings, we have seen countless accounts of inhumane conditions in ICE detention centers. There are countless credible reports of centers lacking adequate medical care or basic hygiene. There are stories of kids sleeping on concrete floors, separated from their families, and being served food contaminated with worms and mold. We are told agents laugh at kids' pain and refuse to give them medical attention for serious issues. This moment in history has exposed gaping holes in our systems of constitutional compliance and accountability. The disturbing pattern of rights being violated in the name of immigration enforcement in particular has called upon us more than ever to ensure that when the Constitution is trampled upon, there are remedies. Senate Bill 176 creates a state-level cause of action to ensure that when someone acting under the color of law violates your constitutional rights, you have a clear path to seek justice in Colorado courts. The Constitution does not mean anything if it isn't enforceable. The state has long served as a critical check, and we have to reject efforts to concentrate authority and power at the federal level. As a legislature, we have to respond to the calls of our constituents and pass this bill out of committee today to ensure that no one is above the law. We will not accept the normalization of authoritarian behavior at any level of government.